Hey, this is your boy Robert Brown with BRB TV, Bernie or Bust TV, Hardcore Politics with Robert Brown. And hey, I almost retired this today. I saw what happened today. We knew, kind of knew it. Our guts were really, our stomach was really turning yesterday with the thought of this actually happening. Bernie Sanders supporting Hillary riding Clinton, or some people would say riding. But Hillary riding Clinton. I was upset. I was frustrated. I was upset. I kept silent. I was about to go back and forth with one of my co-workers about this. But then I had to see what is going on outside of my emotions. Why? Why would Bernie Sanders support a woman that he know he is totally a person, not just a woman, a person that he is totally opposite of, totally against, who he knows she's just as bad as Trump? Why is he playing this game, falling for this story? We got to do whatever we need to do to defeat Trump. When he was talking, that's not the only thing we need to do. We need to change America. Why? Why is he talking about she's what? Why is he talking about meeting her and doing a campaign together in New Hampshire? Well, I find out why. And my spirits begin to lift up a little again. I understand that this was a Bernie Sanders chess move. I want to read something to you that is so important. And I hope you guys pass this video. Pass it around like brothers used to pass these. Pass. Pass this around, baby. Pass this around. This is a note that I got from a fellow burner, and it all makes sense. Now, I recently started sharing information about the DNC rules and regulation for running a campaign, how some of them are pretty tough and hard. Well, I'm going to share with you some of those things. Some of those rules are what Bernie Sanders used to leverage to get the platform community to go extremely left. He adopted a lot of his policies. Now, we didn't win them all, but a lot of them we won. My hats off to you. That man worked hard. Nina Turner worked hard. A lot of people work hard to get that platform changed with the $15 an hour minimum wage across the board, all across the country, with the healthcare option, with the free college for people making, I think, under $250,000, less than $250,000. They get to go to free college for free. All these things. Yeah, we lost the TPP and things like that, but that's another battle. And then I said to myself, okay, they gave us something. Do that mean they're going to enforce it? Bernie Sanders didn't care about that. He knows she ain't going to do it. He knows she lied through her teeth. She's not going to enforce none of that stuff. And believe me, him being on that stage today with her was one of the most torturing things that he probably ever went through. He went through, it's like what John McCain went through mentally when he was being tortured by the Vietnamese or the Viet Cong. Bernie Sanders was going through it today, standing there with Hillary Clinton. Now, why did Bernie Sanders do this? Well, this was answered in the question and answer session, so do you mind if I read it? I'm going to read it anyway. All right. First of all, you need to understand the main thing. He did not concede. He endorsed. Endorsing and conceding is two different things. If you don't believe me, look it up. All right? So please listen to what I'm saying, because you need to gain understanding. There's one proverb said, in all thy getting, get understanding. You know, you can get all this stuff, but don't understand the purpose of it. Why did he do that? Well, there's a purpose to it. Now, it says, why did Bernie endorse Hillary now, out of all this time? Well, here's the answer. They threatened to completely shut him out of the convention process if he didn't. They threatened to shut him down for the convention process if he didn't. Bernie been saying all this long, he needs to get him and his delegates and me, you, the supporters out the convention. So in their platform, they're saying, look, if you don't endorse Hillary Clinton, you ain't going to make it to the convention. We're not even going to let you in. It's like mafia style. And it's part of the bylaws. Next question. Couldn't he have said to them, go and fight? Could he have said to them, screw y'all and go and fight at the convention anyway? The answer, no. Hillary has more delegates. She has more superdelegates. And The supporters on the DNC Rules Committee are heavily in her pocket. Me paraphrasing. They would have voted him down every one of the platforms that he tried to push, and they would have denied Bernie the opportunity to speak at the convention, because he has a right, because he's so-called second place. They will deny him the opportunity to speak at the convention and basically shut him out of the entire process, losing all the leverage that he's gained up to this point. All that stuff would have been gone if he didn't endorse her. And you got to look at his face on that stage. He had to, in order to get to the convention and get a speaking spot. So wait, Bernie didn't quit today? No. Had he said she won the primary, he endorsed her and will help the party defeat Trump. He said she won the primary, he endorsed her, and he said he's going to help her defeat Trump. All of those things are play talk. Buddy talk. I'm with you. We're going to do this together. We're going to get it done. It's a chess move. There is a very big important difference between conceding and endorsing. Had he conceded, all of his delegates, those 1,900 delegates he won, would have gone to Hillary, and he will no longer have the option to become the nominee. So no, he's smart. He endorsed. He did not quit. He did not give in. He did not throw in the towel. He did not concede. He only endorsed. Why? Because it was part of the rules and regulations of the DNC, and they were holding his feet to the fire and told him, if you don't endorse her, you won't go to the convention. Had Barney, well, how can they do that? Because that was part of the rules and regulations he signed up for. So that's how he did it. Now, so Bernie can actually still win this. Of course. As in the words of Cenk Uygur. Of course. Yes. If he wasn't still trying to win, he would have conceded. The only option he had to get to the convention with the delegates behind him and have a chance to still win was to do what he did today. He is not a traitor. He did not sell us out. He did the only thing possible he could do to keep fighting for the nomination. All this stuff he did was so he can continue to fight for the nomination. He did not concede. He did not throw in the towel. He did not suspend his campaign. He only endorsed. All right, so how can Bernie still win if he's losing the delegate count and he just said he will help Hillary win the election? Well, the answer, by far the most important thing to the DNC, even more important than making sure Hillary beats Bernie, is making sure the Democratic nominee beats the Republican in November. They scrutinize every poll. They scrutinize every opinion of the public, every event to the judge, whether a candidate is strong enough to win in November. There are a lot of things going on right now that shows how weak the general election candidate, Hillary Clinton, is. Let me get this cough in. Let me read that again. By far, the most important thing to the DNC, even more important than making sure Hillary beats Bernie, is making sure the Democratic nominee be able to beat the Republican in November. That is the number one priority. The number one priority is not beating Donald Trump. The number one priority is making sure you can beat Donald Trump. In other words, the number one priority is see what you got. And right now, Hillary don't have much for that. She's barely beating him in the polls. Now let me get to the point. They scrutinize, talking about the Democratic nominee process. They scrutinize every poll. So here's the thing about campaigning. Here's another thing about conventions, broker convention or contested convention. Here's one of the things about getting superdelegates and delegates on your side. In general, they look at your strength, what kind of muscle you got. And right now, Hillary Clinton ain't got no muscle. 66% of the country see her as untrustworthy. Over half of the country don't trust her, and I'm one. Bernie's one. 60% think she should have been indicted for the email scandals. Yeah, I'm one. That was a foul move, Comey. She blatantly lied, and she blatantly misused information. How are you going to sit there and say that she didn't know what she was doing? She is a smart woman. She is an attorney. She's worked in the White House before, or had her own White House staff as First Lady. She ended up being a senator for 2 terms. She ran for president. She lost. She almost won, and Obama made her the Secretary of State. So you don't go and say that she didn't know what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. And because of that, this is something that's going to be said at the convention. 60% think she will be indicted for the email scandals, or should have been indicted. A lot of Bernie supporters, including myself, will not vote for her. That's right. That's right. Bernie Sanders right now have 45% of the Dems. I wouldn't even tell you how many independents he got. Right around 60, about 30% of Republicans. That shows his strength. Hillary Clinton ain't got 60% of the independents. Matter of fact, the independents don't like her. And these superdelegates look at this. They look at this. And you got about 30 of the 40% are Bernie and bust like me. We say never Hillary. Jill before Hill. Bernie stay in his race. Or you're going to be forcing us to join the Green Party, because we definitely not joining the Blue Party with her as the head. So Bernie, a lot of Bernie supporters won't vote for her. That's about 60%, 50% according to a Bloomberg poll. There are possibly more email scandals, more emails to be leaked. WikiLeaks has still got a set of emails he just put out, and they're going to put out some more. Also, Goose for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. All of them might come out with more stuff, because it clearly proved that she's been hacked. Congress has requested the Department of Justice to investigate her for lying under oath about the email scandal. Congress is about to grill her for lying. And if it's proven that she lied under oath, she's done. That's what caused Bill Clinton to be impeached. Lying under oath. It's not getting busy with Monica Lewinsky. It wasn't that. It was lying about it under oath. And they got her, I'm telling you. She's done. The probe is opening up, and that case is coming. I just want to make sure it comes quick, fast, and hurry, so we can get something done. Are you celebrating people? No, I'm not celebrating that. The fact is, if you do wrong and you're doing it habitually, and the only way you're going to stop doing it is if you come to heed. Or come to heal. Bring them to heal. There's a possibility more emails to be leaked. Many believe the FBI is secretly investigating the Clinton Foundation, and they are. Her wins during the primary have been tainted with accusation of fraud, voter suppression, lawsuits, and investigation. But there's Bernie. He's an honest candidate people trust, whose approval rating and trustworthiness crushes the Clinton. I heard he polled about 80%, the most popular senator and politician on the Hill today, even more popular than Barack Obama. This is the argument that Bernie Sanders will make at the convention with all his 1,900 delegates inside arguing this case, and another 100,000 supporters, me and you, outside screaming, shouting, the big gas that we were going to do, and certain things we got planned. With 100 supporters outside arguing this case, we hope the DNC realize that he's the only choice. He can win the convention, but he has to get there first, and that's why he endorsed Hillary Clinton. So in other words, all this stuff was a chess move. All right, I play ball. I can play ball now. I'm good. But believe me, once it get to one-on-one, you can't touch this. So he's playing that game to get to the convention. He has to play that game. He has to say, I'll endorse her. He may even go out on some campaign stops with her and get booed. They think that by him being by her side, that we're going to just come in line. Nope, nada. Nope, not even Bernie can get his people to shoot and vote for Clinton. And he knows it. He's playing a game. He knows it. He's sitting there and laugh. you know. Deep on the inside, he probably like this. But on the outside, he laughing his behind off like today. By the way, today was a sham. It was a controlled environment. Bernie Sanders supporters came in there by the droves, and they wouldn't even let them in the building. All they had was Hillary Clinton supporters, and they're acting like they're Bernie Sanders and cheering them on, when it would have been a different story had the real supporters got in that building. An embarrassing story, a shameful story. So you skated this time like you normally do. But your day of reckoning is coming. All right, so 100,000 supporters outside arguing the case. We hope the DNC realize that he is the only choice, the strongest choice. Me paraphrasing. He can win the convention, but he has to get there first. That's why he endorsed her today. Now, question. So it's still important that all his delegates go to the convention, and we still get out there and march on it like we planned. So it's still march forward. We still need the superdelegates to get out there in the rows. We still need the delegates to get there. We need the fun delegates to get there. I know we're going to, and I'll talk about the Jill Stein momentum. I only got 3 minutes, so I got to hurry up. So we still need to get to Philly. Superdelegates, delegates, supporters, stop buying this. This is a chess move. He's about to overtake the queen. You got to look like you're vulnerable. You got to look like you're weak and get them when they least suspect it. That's what he's doing. So you got to get your butt in gear. No, on to Philly. Onward to Philly. Onward to Philly. We need to get out there in droves, even more, double it up than was before. So get out there, because we're just starting. He needs to do what he needs to do so he can get in the event, and when he get up there to get ready to give his speech, he's going to turn it. He has an opportunity to turn it as a strong case against Clinton and for him. Chess move. Checkmate. I got you. All right. Is it more important now than ever before that we get there? What if the DNC still refused to nominate him at the convention? Can he still run third party now that he endorsed her? Yes, in fact, running third party has never been an option until after the convention. It was an option, but not until after the convention. So, planning ahead. We need to stick with Bernie and see this through to the convention. He's led us this far. Do not abandon him now. Don't abandon him now. What if he loses convention and don't run third party and instead endorses Hillary 100% and asks us to vote for her? That ain't gonna happen. So what did Bernie accomplish with this move? Backed in the corner, facing the entire political pressure of the DNC and the Democratic problem, they was trying to rob him of the right to claim that he should be winning, if not for a rigged process. He's gonna claim that even though he was faced with the threat of being shut out of convention completely, Bernie, this is what this is meant to do. This move today is meant to get him to manage to stay in the race and secure a prime speaker slot at a contested convention, which he can turn into a floor fight. Number two, it gives him the opportunity to keep all his delegates to use as leverage in that floor fight. Number three, it got tens of thousands. This move right now, at this moment, got tens of thousands, even millions of people going to the Green Party, liking and clicking on Jill Stein's Facebook page, watching her video. We're bigging her up. We need to let them know that she's a valuable candidate, and we got to get her numbers up. Number four, amplify the Never Hillary hashtag. Screams. Show that. Supporters need to do that big time on social media now, right now. And anyone trashing Bernie today, you need to wake up. I'm almost done. I got 55 seconds. You need to wake up. This was a calculated, smart, tactical move with precision. This was designed to keep Bernie in the race. This was designed to get him to the floor fight. This is designed to give him a speaking slot to make his case against Hillary Clinton. That way we can overtake and we can win. And if that don't work, then we ready to go green, baby. There's a third party option. So I got another video I'll shoot to you of a letter from a delegate and what he basically echoing this. So keep burning, keep your head up, pass this along, let everybody know about this video. Let's get it everywhere. This is not done. This was a smart move. He did not sell us out. He did not backstab us. No, he is in a position where he has to play ball to make sure he get on that floor. And when he get on that floor, it's on. He's President Sanders.